The Mavs fall off yet?
No, yeah, that's the thing. We can jump into the big conversation if we want.
I'm gonna start having acceptance now because the last time the Dallas Mavericks won the championship, I was very upset. And at this time, I feel like I'm gonna go into it just like it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Last game I watched, Luka had 10 turnovers, 9 turnovers.
Oh, okay, then that's what I like to hear. Okay, we still here.
They didn't lose the game.
They didn't lose that. What was that game?
Unless it was to the Nuggets. You talking about the Nuggets game?
That was the Nuggets game.
Okay, yeah, they did lose that.
Yeah. Jokic in the way. That's the thing. Luka, Jokic is in the way. Jokic is scary.
He's in everybody's
but
way.
Steph is still about to give him this work. Yeah. But
Steph's the only one he hasn't.
It's a trial, right?
That's the only one he hasn't beat yet. So and that is the one I'm most curious about. He beat LeBron at this point. He beat everybody. Everybody else in the West besides. Has he beat everybody else in the West besides Steph? Yeah, shit.
Yeah, last time Jokic seen Steph Curry, boy, he let his little minty. He let Jordan Poole start. You feel me? And we worked Jokic, ran him off the court. You feel me? Steph over here just playing 6-man, having fun, light work.
So here's a question. I feel like for me, with the Mavericks thing, kind of like you're saying. So with both of them, the Mavericks and the Warriors, I can't they both were really bad in a lot of ways last year. And they both seem a lot better in the ways that, they both seem kind of fixed with how this has started, but I'm not sure I can believe in either one. We've kind of been talking about it with the Warriors, but even like you're saying, it's just, I can't tell if this Mavericks thing is real because they haven't really played anybody. The Nuggets were the first good team, really kind of up their team they really played, and they lost. I don't know who they played in that last couple, but I don't think they played Minnesota. They beat Minnesota.
Nobody like that.
They beat Minnesota, who's been playing good basketball. Did they beat Minnesota? Yeah, I think they beat Minnesota. But
that doesn't count.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in them quite yet, and I can't really say why. Maybe they start a rookie at center. That's an interesting part. He's been really good, but they start a rookie at center. I don't know how far that gets you. Actually,
I feel like I watched enough of their games. I don't know. I see it too. I don't know how sustainable it is. Just it's a lot on. I mean, I guess Luka. That's been Luka, but it's just a lot on Luka. I feel like, and
it's the right pieces, man. That Green dude, Lively. These names, I feel like these are names that could just, this is, I don't know. I feel like they hit. Yeah. I don't even know if they hit on purpose, but I feel like they hit. But yeah, I don't know. Sustainable, I guess.
Coach K.
That's always an interesting thing with the Luka part too. Is just how much. It's just especially because every season it hasn't worked except for the one time they did get to the conference finals. But also after the year after that, it was just really bad. What's the usage? I'm curious. How much is? Because it's just the thing he always does. He does everything, and it's cool to see somebody average 30, 10, and 10. But it's it just feels like a lot. And I think that the big thing with them is just, I don't know how real their defense can actually be. I want to see them play some good teams, actually. I think that's going to be a big part of it. The fact that the Nuggets had Luka kind of struggling just offensively with the turnovers makes me worry because I think their biggest issue is going to be maybe stopping some of the better offenses in the league.
Yep. But I feel like there's still the threat of
center, who has been good, but
not being able to guard Phoenix or the Lakers in a playoff series. I could see even if they finish higher in the standings. Who's their other guards?
Dante Exum.
Yeah, I was tripping. I seen him out there, and I was like, damn.
Wait, out there? He was playing?
He played. He played. It was crazy. It wasn't good. It was bad. I mean, I wasn't impressed, but it was kind of, the same old Dante. He tried to lay up, off the wrong leg. He missed it.
Whoa, that's crazy. Y'all see what's his name hating on Mike Conley?
Who?
Mike Conley. Was it Emmanuel Mudiay? What was his name? Moutier. That was his name.
He was on some podcast.
Yeah, he was on somebody's podcast talking about the Jazz, and he was saying, Coach was saying I'm doing everything right, but I'm just not gonna play because they was paying Mike Conley more.
Oh,
everybody in the comments was like, man.
That's one of those things. good to know that NBA coaches do that too, where you got to kind of come up with something sometimes to just explain to.
It's also like it is the easy thing to say because it's like, yo, Mike Conley got like one of the biggest contracts in the NBA at that time. And it's just like, dog, why would you think you would like this is so much money?
You're saying he was serving in practice. I keep hearing this is funny, just like the meaning of NBA practices, because you just always hear about these guys who are even now because more players do podcasts. Just how they were like popping off in practice, and you're just mad they weren't playing. I was like, oh man, practice really doesn't. I don't know.
It's a translation. Yeah, no, it's always interesting. Yeah, the more we get to hear players talk about it too, like you're saying, it's just fun. I feel like what's the dude with the wears the crown? Is that Rashad?
McCants.
Rashad.
McCants. I get why to a certain degree, but you can't tell Henderson was the nicest fuck, and you can tell it's probably from a lot of stuff that nobody ever really got to see.
See, I seen him in college. Man, he was cold. Rashad McCants was cold. He got drafted by one of the worst organizations in the NBA and professional sports, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Could have gone 29 different ways, Rashad. I'm with you on that. Your career could have been different. You be talking some crazy stuff sometimes.
Let's go through this. These are Dallas. This is Dallas's win count. These are Dallas's wins. Dallas is beating San Antonio, which again,
that's good.
But
I'll take it.
Again, under 500 team. Brooklyn under 500 team. Memphis,
none of this
1-6 or 1-7.
This ain't no real wins.
Chicago under 500 team.
Chicago,
Charlotte only has 2 wins.
Trash.
Orlando's the only over 500 team they've beat so far this year, and they're 4-3.
Doesn't mean anything.
So
none of these wins matter.
What's the next? Scroll down.
And they play Toronto next, which is another under 500 team.
After that, though, it seems like picks up.
Here we go. So this one starts November.
Oh yeah. This is what we're gonna tell.
Back to back. That's an easy one. But then Milwaukee. Hopefully, De'Aaron's back for this one.
I'm all Clippers.
That's twice. They got them twice. Oh, they could really start this off right, or
it's like the Clippers, Zion, and Brandon Ingram was a lot to rely on to actually show up for these three.
I know that.
Man, I turned on my first Pelican game of this season. What day was that? And Zion was not playing. I was